Everybody says Cursor is the best AI IDE on the market. I spent 5 charges trying to prove them wrong, and the results were not what I expected. Cursor claims to make you faster, handle any code base, and be worth every dollar. So does it actually deliver, or is it just really good marketing? Claim 1, Cursor makes you significantly faster. So you're a developer shipping client work, and you picked Cursor specifically because someone told you it cuts delivery time by almost a quarter. You plan your sprint around that number, quote the client a tighter deadline, and then the tool doesn't deliver, and you're the one eating the cost. One of the biggest problems I run into when using AI agents is turning their output into YouTube content I can actually use to market my product. That's why this video is sponsored by Subscriber, a tool that helps business owners connect their AI agents to YouTube and market their products without spending 10 hours every week creating content. You can connect Claude or ChatGPT directly to Subscriber. It then analyzes your business, website, and YouTube channel to help you create SEO-optimized video ideas, scripts, thumbnails, and even complete videos that actually match your brand. What I like most is that every week, Subscriber gives me a list of high-potential video ideas I can immediately execute, and it can even help edit videos for me, with or without my face, including videos like the one you're watching right now. It's easy to get started, and you can try Subscriber for free using the link in the description below. Now back to the video. I looked at this one hard, and the speed figure has no published source at all. The only real number I could find is a vendor blog claiming 38% for experts, but an rCurve study from MSR26 contradicts it, showing Cursor increases short-term speed and long-term code complexity at the same time. New users actually see a 19% slowdown from the learning curve, which kind of kills the clean narrative. This charge sticks. The speed claim is unsubstantiated. The expert-only 38% comes from one vendor blog, and academic research shows a real long-term complexity cost that nobody in the marketing mentions. 0 of 1 claims holding up so far, and this one fell apart faster than I expected. I've been living inside these tools long enough that I stopped trusting the marketing and started testing the claims myself. If Cursor's velocity promise has burned your sprint planning, drop it in the comments. Claim 2, Cursor's Composer handles multi-file agentic editing. You've got a refactor touching 15 files across 3 modules. You fire up the agent, it misses a dependency in file 7, and now you've got a broken build and no clear way to trace what it changed. That's the failure mode this claim has to answer for. Alright, so this one actually held up. Composer 2.5 is built specifically for planning, editing, running commands, and verifying across files. And community reports confirm it handles complex refactors well. Cursor 2.0 can run up to 8 parallel agents on a single task, and the 200K context window gives it the scope to keep large codebases in view without losing the thread. This charge is dismissed. Composer 2.5F and the multi-agent interface genuinely deliver on the multi-file promise, and 8 parallel agents on a complex refactor is a real capability, not a bullet point. That puts us at one of 2 claims holding up. Claim 3, Cursor Pro is the best value at $20 a month. You're comparing it to Claude Code Pro at the same price, trying to figure out which one actually gives you more for the same bill. Pick the wrong one, and you're paying identical money for a tool that's either locked into one model or burning your credits faster than you can track. The part that got me here is how competitive Cursor Pro actually is at that price point. It matches Claude Code Pro dollar for dollar, but it adds a credit pool, unlimited auto mode, and multi-model routing, so you're not stuck with one engine. Community reports call it insane value, which tracks, as long as you stay inside auto mode and don't push into heavy agentic sessions. This charge is dismissed too. At the same price as Claude Code, Cursor gives you more model flexibility and unlimited auto mode, and that combination is a genuinely strong deal. 2 of 3 claims are holding up now, which I didn't fully expect going in. So Cursor's looking okay at the halfway point, but the 2 tests still ahead are the ones that could completely flip how you feel about paying for it. Capability versus Claude Code is coming, and right after that, the credit system, and both of those hit your wallet in ways the marketing really doesn't prepare you for. Claim 4, Cursor is competitive with Claude Code and Codex on raw capability. You're running an autonomous coding session on a 50,000 line code base. Cursor loses the thread halfway through because its practical context tops out. Claude Code keeps going, and you've now lost an afternoon rebuilding what the agent dropped. That's the real cost of a capability gap. I ran this one twice because the gap is wider than the marketing suggests. Claude Code's context window goes up to 500k tokens on max tiers, while Cursor's practical limit sits around 70 to 120k. The community consensus on Hacker News is pretty direct. Cursor's agent mode is very much in its infancy, just catching up, while Claude Code operates more like a junior developer who can actually see the whole project. This charge sticks. Cursor's agentic mode is genuinely catching up to Claude Code, not leading it, and a context window that's roughly 4 times smaller than Claude Code's max tier is a real limitation on large codebases. That drops us to 2 of 4 claims holding up. Claim 5, Cursor's pricing is predictable. You're 9 days into your billing cycle, you've been doing real refactoring work, and you get a notification that your monthly credits are gone. You've got 21 days left and a project to ship. That's not a hypothetical, that's an exact scenario developers reported after Cursor switched to credit-based billing in June 2025. Watch what happens when you push Cursor into heavy agentic work. A single deep refactoring session can burn your fast credits for the entire week, and multiple developers reported wiping out a full month's allocation in 9 days on real client projects. The CEO actually apologized for how poorly the credit-based billing switch was communicated, which tells you the community reaction was pretty loud. This charge sticks hard. The credit system is unpredictable by design, and an apology from the CEO doesn't fix the budgeting problem for developers doing serious agentic work. Final tally. 2 of 5 claims holding up, and that's the number that answers whether Cursor is still worth the monthly subscription. Okay, so where does Cursor genuinely shine? Composer 2.5 with up to 8 parallel agents is a real differentiator for complex, multi-file refactors. The Pro plan with unlimited auto mode and multi-model routing is strong value if you stay in that lane. And the IDE experience itself, tab completions, inline edits, the full VS Code feel, is something CLI tools just can't match. And where does Cursor fall short? The credit system makes budgeting genuinely hard, especially if you're running heavy agentic sessions where a single refactor can wipe out a week of fast credits. The agentic capability is still catching up to Claude Code, not leading it. And the velocity claim is just not backed by anything real, which matters if you made a tool decision based on that number. 2 of 5 claims held up. So here's the rule. Cursor is worth it if you live in the IDE and need Composer's multi-file power, but skip it if unpredictable credits and a catching up agent mode are going to cost you more than the subscription saves you. The IDE experience is real. The marketing around velocity and pricing is not. One thing Cursor's pricing page doesn't tell you up front: the credit pool and the auto mode unlimited usage are separate buckets. When your fast credits run out, auto mode doesn't automatically save you, and a single Composer session on a large refactor can silently drain credits in ways that don't show up clearly until the bill lands. If you're thinking about Claude Code as the alternative, I've got a video up right now called Claude Opus 4.8, Still Worth Using, that runs through whether Anthropic's flagship actually justifies the step up in cost and complexity. And it's a pretty interesting answer, given everything we just covered about Cursor's agentic gap.